Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today I'm going to show you something like this. So first take a look what we are going to create. Okay, so in order to create this scene we need a tree model pack, and which I use here. It is my own tree model pack that I gave in free. So if you have this pack, that is the magnet tree model pack, that is absolutely good. But if you don't have this yet, I also give the link in the description below, so you have to check my description and find this link, and then you download this model pack for free. So this is an awesome model pack and I hope you will like this. So this will be recommended for this video because we use those grass models from this pack. So let's do this. But before I start, I have to say that if you are new to this channel, please check my other videos, and if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel. So let's do this. So first we create a new composition here, and then hit OK and create a new solid for element. So first we name this as solid to element, and then hit OK. So go ahead, effect and presets, and then find the element effect and just double click on this and it will appear here. So then we go to the scene setup. Okay, so in my earlier video I also gave a clipped model, and if you don't watch my previous video, I also gave this clipped model in my description link, so you will get this from there. And we will use this clipped model here as a particle surface. So there is the model. So this is a clipped model that I download from Quixel Bridge, and if you have Quixel Bridge then it's good, and if you don't have this, don't worry, because I also gave this model link in the description. So you will download this model and it is ready to use inside Element 3D, so you don't have to change anything, just click and it will appear in there. Okay, so we use this as a particle replicator here, and first we make this model outside the group. So just click and drag outside to the group. Okay, and then we put some grasses over in on it. So let's find my tree model pack here, that is the magnet tree model pack here. And if you download this, and you will get this model pack in your model browser here. So this is an awesome pack for trees, and that is absolutely free. So first we go to the grasses and orchid folder here, and then we use some of the models from there. So first we use this one, or maybe we can use this one, and then we use some these flowers, and then this one. Okay, so those are all placed in group number 1. You can see those are all placed in group number 1. So first we do some changes into its material. Okay, so in default material looks something like this. So first check this out, that the what is the scale here. So first we check this, the normalized scale. Okay, so now you can see these are so huge here because the scale set to 2000. So first we reset the scale value and make it 100 here, and then you can see this, that the if you change this view to the front view here, you can see those grasses over the surface. So we have to fix this. First we go to its anchor point, and let's make the anchor point set to the bottom. Okay, and then we drag this to the bottom. Okay, and then again go to the perspective. So now it is placed over this surface, and then do the same thing to this one as well, and you can see this look right, so we don't need to change anything here. and also we go here and let's see if it is right or not. And as you can see, the scale value is set to the 2000, so we have to change this as well. So first we check this to the normal size and then we reset this value. Okay, and again you can see it is over the surface. So let's fix this again. So first we change the anchor point to the bottom here and then drag to here, and maybe you make sure you can change this view mode to front and make sure that it is placed right or not. Okay, so let's do the same things over there. So again, go to the scale value, set to the 2000, so just reset this. Okay, and again we change the anchor point here and drag it to the bottom, just like this, and then go back to the perspective. Okay, so now we change some material setup here. So first we go to the leaf, that is the multifloral leaf. Okay, and then we go over its subsurface scattering, we have to enable this. Okay, and then we change the color to maybe something like this. Okay, and now hit OK, and then if you come over here and choose this SSS, that is the subsurface scattering, just enable this and you can see the scattering color here as well. Okay, so do the same thing to the this orchid as well. So first you go to its multiflora petals that represent those flowers. So let's go to the subsurface scattering and also enable this, and again we change the color to maybe something like this, and now hit OK. Do the same to its, do something those stigmas as well. So just enable this and maybe we do some brighter color here, and now hit OK, and do the same to the leaves as well. Enable this and then we change the color to something like this, and now hit OK, and then do the same thing to this model as well. So first we go to the petals as well, enable this, maybe do something like this. Go to the blades, enable this, and also do the grass color as well. Okay, now hit OK. So our material setup is almost done here, and one thing you also do, that select this material and go to the settings tab here and just turn on this draw back face like this. Do the same to the others as well. Okay, and do the same to this as well. So just select and enable the draw back face just like this. Okay, do the same here. Just like this. Okay, so we are all done here, but one thing we have to do, that is the clipped model here, and we want that the our all these grass models will grow in over this clipped. So we have to assign this clipped to understand element, that the element can grow all these uh, grasses over its surface. So in order to do this, we need to change something here, that is that the clip is in the group number 1. So we don't change the group, but we change this option here. So just click on this. Okay, and when you find this sign appear here, that is right here, so just make this sign here and click outside. Okay, so in this case, this clip now represent the surface of this growing grasses here. Okay, so but we also need to see this as well, so we just duplicate this clip and place it to group number 2. But in this case, we change this sign here and back to the same default sign here. Okay, so this clip present in the group number 2 and all other present in the group number 1. So our element 3D work is done almost here. So now we just hit OK. Okay, so first we create a camera. So go and create a new camera, and 24mm look nice. And then we select the camera tool and just rotate it somewhere like this. Okay, then go back to the element layer, and then we change the particle replicator for the group number 1 is default is point, and we set to the 3D object. Okay, so it will take little time, and this is look something like this, and this look very scary to me. And then we change, first we change the resolution to half, maybe to speed up the animation, and then again we go to the output and we change this to draft. Okay, so now you can roll the camera little too quick, but this look really messed up. Okay, so for this we first go to the group number 1 and go to its particle size and change this to maybe 2. Okay, but now you can see this look not right. Okay, and again we go to the particle. If we make some room here, there is that option that is called the 3D object percentage. So that means that 10% of this object will cover with the this grasses. Okay, so but for in the compositing type we change this to maybe 2%. Okay, so it will render little fast here, but you can see that this look not right. I mean, this not really covered this clipped model, but it is present in somewhere outside the clipped. Okay, so we need to fix this as well. So for this we go to the scene setup again. So as you can see, our clipped model look right, and this group number 1 clipped model also look the same to the group number 2, but the difference is that if you see, the orientation is not set to the right. Okay, so we reset this, and if your orientation value is look something like this, that's a 0 degree, 0 degree and 0 degree, then you don't need to change anything, or maybe then you can not getting that kind of error also. But if you change your orientations in any way, you have to reset this. Okay, and do the same to there as well. Just reset this and then hit OK. Now you can see that it looks something right, but it's still on the upside little bit more, so we need to bring it down to the clipped. Okay, so go to the group number 1 and there is the position values, and we also only change the Y position and just increase this, and you will find a good position here. Okay, just like this, and now you can see that it look right. And if we go to the full resolution here, you can see that this spread all over the clipped, and then we can change this value to maybe 10 or so, and you can see that it's all covered the surface. Okay, and if you change the size as well, so if we change the size to maybe 4, and you can see that the grass growing all over the cliff here. Okay, but it still look not right, so we need to change some settings here as well. So we go first to the particle size randomness and increase it little bit, just like this, and then we go to the particle rotation here, and there is an option called orientation, and the orientation default set to the along surface. We just click in this arrow here, and there is an option called face camera, and the third one is fixed, so we just choose this one, that's the fix. So now you can see all the grasses are faced towards the upward. Okay, but if you change this to along surface, it will orient along with the surface. Okay, so but we don't want this, so we just change this to fixed. Okay, So now we go over the randomized angle, and we just change the y random rotation randomness. Okay, just like this, and you will get little more bit of randomness here. And then again also we change the size randomness little bit too. Okay, and here is the option called rotation particle. So we just increase the rotation little bit, just like this. And also we go over the random rotation here, we also increase the rotation little bit, just like this. Okay, so you will get a little bit of randomization here. Okay, but as you can see, if we choose this camera tool here and set it to half resolution here and little zoom here, you can see that some of the harsh edges here. So we don't want this. So first we go to the scene setup and we just simply disable this one. So let's find which one this is. So this is this one. So maybe we just expand this and select this and just disable this. Okay, for now. So in this way we only have this one, not this grass. Okay, so now hit OK again and you will see this one disappear. Okay, or you can also do the same to this one as well. So maybe select this and expand this and just turn this off. Okay, and now hit OK. So this looks something like this. Okay, so maybe we go to the render mode and change this to full render here. Okay, so this looks something like this, and this look really nasty. So maybe we change some settings as well. So first we go to the particle percentage here and change this to 5 and turn on this. Okay, so we can do the work little bit faster and change this to draft mode. Okay, so now we go to the scene setup and first we change the environment. So default environment is this one, so we change this to my own environment pack, that is the magnet HDRI pack. And if you don't have this, I recommend you to have this one, and you will also get the link in the description. So just change this and go to the environment, and you can see the environment is appear here. And now hit OK and then hit OK as well. So now if you go to the full resolution here, I mean full render here, you will get little bit of lighting here. Okay, so maybe you can see that our group 1 model is still in the little bit of top, so we need to down it little bit more, just like this. Okay, so now it fixed, I guess. Or maybe we go to its random rotation here, we just change this, and also we decrease this randomized angle. Okay, so now it look right. Okay, so now make a light. So go to the layer, new, and create a light, and we use the spotlight, and the intensity may be something like this, and now hit OK. So as you can see that our subsurface scattering is working here. Okay, so first we select this spotlight and press P to bring the position values, and maybe reset this. Well, it is in the reset stage as well. So we select this selection tool and just select this light and place it here at the left side. Okay, and you can see the light intensity is too high little bit, so we also decrease this maybe. Okay, and then we select the camera tool here and maybe place our camera somewhere in here, or maybe we change the resolution to half and also zoom the camera here. Okay, so this looks something like this, but we go to the element layer and first we decrease this percentage to maybe 2, so we can work little faster here. So our light is set, and now we do some render settings in the element layer. So go to the element layer and go to the render setting here, and then we go to the shadow. Just enable this, and we change this shadow map size to 4K, and also go to the ambient occlusion tab and just enable this. Okay, so we get little bit of contact shadow here, and you can see it's getting look nicer. Okay, so but we miss our background, so go to the layer and create a background for this. So maybe we create a solid here, and then bring this solid at the bottom, and go to the effect, and then go to the generate and create a ramp. So create a gradient ramp here, and maybe the bottom color to be something like this, and the upper color is white. And then we place these markers here, so we look that the light comes from the left side here. Okay, and then we select our camera tool again, and maybe we zoom it here. But you can see that the some grasses have their hard edges here, like there and there as well, and also there. So we again go to the element layer and go to the scene setup, and we select this grass and just disable this one, and now hit OK, and now you can see those are gone. Okay, so it look little bit better, I guess. So maybe we place our camera here, and then we go to the group number 1, and then again we go to the particle size and increase the randomness little bit, and we doesn't need this one, so we just reset these values here, and you can see this looks something like this. And maybe if you don't like this kind of arrangement, you can change it here, that is the random seed. Just change the amount and you will see a brand new look here. Okay, so this look like something like this, but again we want some wind here. But as we can know that the element 3 doesn't have any physics simulation here, so we need to fake the wind effect here. So there is a cool option, that is the deform, and we use these options here, but we only use this one, that is the bend. Okay, so if you enable this bend option here, and nothing happen here because we change the value as well. So but we only bend it to y-axis. Okay, so now if you see that if we change this, you will see that some bending occur, and that is the main trick. If you want to make any kind of wind effect, you will have to do this. But there is another option, that if you go to the origin option, you will find that there is an orientation y-axis as well. So there you can also find little bit of another displacement. So now we do some expression here. So first we go to the bend angle, and we reset this value, and if you want you can make a initial values, but it doesn't change anything. So just reset this and press alt and click on this stopwatch here. Okay, and now we type wiggle and the brackets, and inside the bracket we type 1 comma maybe 5. Okay, so let's see what happened. So you can see it looked like little bit of air happening here. So maybe if we just make a 5 seconds of RAM preview. So let's see. Okay, so you can see that there is a little bit of fake wind effect occurring here, but if you think that that is the too much of animation, you can also decrease it from there. So maybe we change this to maybe 3. Okay, and also we go over here, that is the origin option here, and we also do the same expression here as well. So just copy this, and then we go to this orientation y-axis and just all click on the stopwatch and just paste this. Okay, and again we change this to, maybe if you want a little bit more randomization, you just press type 2, and here you can type maybe 10. So let's see what happened here. Okay, so you can see that this look amazing. I mean, without any physics simulation, you can get a little bit of air effect here. So this look nice. Okay, so we all set up here, and now we made the growing effect, that the grass is growing slowly to the cliff. Okay, so and this is very easy. You just need to animate the size over time. So our initial size of the particle should be 0. So make a keyframe and value it to 0, and then we go to the over 5 seconds, or if you want the 10 seconds long, maybe we can do the 5 second for the sake of this tutorial. So it will speed it up, and just turn this to 4. Okay, so now let's see what happened. Wow, now you can see that this look amazing. But yes, you also can see that some of the grasses are growing and it look like floating here. So you only need to do one thing, that you just change the position little bit down like this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this look like that those grass are growing over time. So that is the main trick, and I hope you find this trick helpful. So let's make some another changes to make it more attractive. Okay, so as you can see that this look amazing. Okay, so once you satisfy your animation, then you can just turn this up, that is the percentage. Maybe we change this to 10, and you can see that the number of grasses or the orchids are suddenly get higher, and this look amazing. And but it also look little time to render here, and now you can see this look amazing. Okay, so this is the main trick, and if you want, you can change the light position to make it a more interesting light effect here, just like this. And once you satisfy with your light position, you can finalize this. So this look right for the time being, and then we do the god rays. This look amazing, because if you see in my final videos, you can see some god rays happening here. Okay, so you can see that the light rays here. Okay, so we have to do this here as well. So how we do this? So but remember that once you finalize your scene, then after you can do the god rays effect. So only then the god rays will match with your scene. Okay, so for this we duplicate our element layer, and then we go to the very bottom and then go to the output. After that we select the z depth. Okay, so now you will get this black and white scene here, and you can see there is little bit of white haze as well, because it is the depth information. So we go to the element layer with the z depth value, and we just change this position, I mean change this start depth and until we get a pitch black model here. Okay, and after that go over the effect and preset and type cc light burst 2.5 and just select this. Okay, and then we select this center option here and place it somewhere in the left side here, and you can see it instantly create this god rays effect. But we do something changes here, that is the intensity. We change this intensity to 0 and increase the ray length just like this. Okay, and also we change this burst type to straighten. Okay, just like this, and maybe we can decrease the light ray length if you want. Okay, so we all set up here, and now we come over here and change this transform mode to, I mean the blending mode to screen. Okay, now you can see that there is some light rays occurring here, but it is too much bright, so we need to decrease the transparency as well. So go to the opacity option of this layer and just decrease this just like this, just light amount just we need here. Okay, so you can see this look amazing already. So now if you want that out the light is not so much intense here, so we select our spotlight and type T to bring the intensity and just increase the value just like this. Okay, and you will get little bit of highlight here, but if you want you can crank this up little bit more. Okay, so now we get more bright light here, and this look amazing. So remember that once you apply the 2 element layer, the render will getting little heavier. So if you want to change anything like the camera placement of the camera, you just need to turn this off for this time being and select your main element layer. Go to the very bottom here and change this to draft mode, and then you can move around your camera in a desired position and it will take less time to render. Okay, so all thing is set up here, and maybe we just go over here little bit and maybe we place our camera here, and maybe this look a nice place. Okay, and again then we go our actual element layer and change the render mode to full render here. You can see this look amazing. And if we go to the camera and press AA to bring this camera options here and turn the depth of field on just like this, and you will get a blurry image here, but we have to change the focus distance, so maybe 300. Hit OK. You will get a little bit of focus here. Okay, so this look nice, and if you want you can change the aperture to maybe 5, so you will get a more area to be focused on, and this look right. So now we turn on our element layer, that is the light rays element layer, and now you will see the cool light rays here. And if you come here, that is the 5 seconds timeline, and at that timeline all the plants are grow already, so it look nice I guess. So now do some color correction. So go to the layer, new, and adjustment layer, go to the effect and the color correction, go to the curve. Maybe we make little bit of contrast here just like this. You'll get a nice vivid color here, and if you want you can turn down the the saturation little bit. So just use the tint effect and decrease the tint amount, so you'll get little bit of color but not that much saturation here. Okay, so next we again create another adjustment layer, and in this layer I apply the magic bullet look effect maybe. So go to its edit option here, and maybe we use this one. Okay, and now hit OK. So maybe we decrease the strength little bit. Okay, so now you can see that the highlight is too much, so maybe we can decrease the opacity. Okay, so now you will get a nice result here. So I think you enjoyed this tutorial, and if we go to the full raise here, we will get a nice result. So it will take little time to render because the all effect that we use is heavy the render. So now you can see that it look amazing, and I am not able to show the full RAM preview here because it will take little bit more time, but I already shown you that how it look like so when it grows up. So I think you will imagine how it look like, and you also see my final render here, so you will guess that how it look like. So okay, so this is the trick behind this video. So I hope you like this, and if you like this, please, if you make something like this, please share with me. So this is for today, and we will see in the next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.